All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Some really exciting news in today's video as we're going to be going over some changes that are happening to the next season, but mostly also a big Respawn speak out regarding the state of the game and finally giving us a little bit of an update regarding the audio issues that are going on, and even some clips from some pro players talking about all of these things as well, and also some challenger circuit roster drama as well. A lot to discuss in today's video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So the first thing I wanted to make mention of here was actually coming from Reps, and I know we talk about it quite often, right? When you see big names like this that are not happy with the game, it's not a good sign, because obviously these guys got a lot of followers, they got a lot of influence in this scene, and you don't want to ever really see them talk bad about the game, because obviously you're going to have people that follow them feel the exact same way. Less people are going to play overall, less people are going to be interested in what happens and all of the actual, I guess, like esports side of things as well. However, it is a good thing for, like, if Apex wants to progress, they need to have feedback like this. They need to listen to the feedback like this in order to grow properly. So it is like a double-edged sword. But so anyways, Jordan came out basically and said, playing Apex lately is so depressing. So many issues, which makes the game barely playable, and not a single word from the devs. This just sucks, and watching my favorite game destroy itself is horrible. Obviously, just seems like nobody on the dev team cares anymore. If you do care, give us a sign, LMAO. Now, this was actually coming from Rich Ginter. So this guy is followed by a couple people, the lead UI/UX designer for apparently Walt Disney Games and some other stuff as well. He actually responded here and said, wait, that's a pretty harsh statement that they don't care. To a group of folks who work tirelessly on a game, just because you don't hear from them doesn't mean they don't care. And when they do talk, they get crapped on for and told to kill themselves. No one deserves that. Now, to be fair, Rich, I don't really know for sure if Rich is like totally in tune with the scene. Like, I know, like, not to throw any disrespect, obviously, but I think a lot of these guys that are in the game dev world, they have such normal lives, like, outside of work, right? And they don't, like, realize that these guys, this is not Reps' job. Reps really lives and breathes Apex. Like, his daily life literally consists of all things Apex. And I know the devs are kind of like that as well, but it just seems more like, maybe Rich plays casually. Maybe Rich is, playing a little bit of ranked here and there. He knows a little bit about this and probably just saw this tweet and thought he'd come over and say something. I'm not saying that they don't care, but, like, I just don't know if, like, maybe he's fully aware of the situation that has been going on over the last couple of days. Like, I don't know if he's seen the, Pro League situation. I don't know if he saw the audio issues in the middle of a Pro League game. I don't know if he saw the slow-mo servers that weren't being restarted and players were forced to play on these laggy servers, even though the refs clearly knew about it as well. I don't know if he's aware of all that. Maybe he is. Anyways, Reps did respond and said, if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't want all of this player base constantly crapping on their game, and would make a statement to at least show that we understand that there are issues and we are actively trying to fix them. Communication is key. And then obviously Rich, I guess, decided to not respond to that one as well. Zach also saying, the game blows right now, but it'll get better, man. Imperial Hal also said, I'm in the NDA Discord and we tell them about the audio and they said we need clips. Like, seriously, like, there hasn't been viral clips over the last couple of weeks. And then also his Watson responded saying, fire the entire playtester team because the content creators will do it for free. Maybe I don't give them enough credit. That's Gigabrain, actually. And so I don't know, definitely an interesting situation regarding all of this, but like I said, it just seems like maybe I'm not. All right, here's the better explanation. I think that maybe some people that are devs think they're in tune or in touch with the community, and they're actually not. Like, these guys may not watch as many streams, they may not be as involved as they think they are. So I'm not trying to throw hate at anybody here or say that, your opinion's not valid. It's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just saying, like, if you've seen the last couple of days and weeks of clips and the Pro League issues and the clips that are coming out and the constant tweets and the 10,000 like tweets on Sweet Dreams talking about the audio issues and just begging for somebody to respond, JMeyels' thread as well, and begging for some dev to say something somewhere and nothing, how can you come to the conclusion that they, that Reps is wrong here? I just don't think it's actually possible. And now we did get an actual response here coming from Respawn themselves. This was actually pretty good to see. However, I don't really know if, this is maybe something to really I guess, hold a lot of weight. We know that there's a lot of promises over the last couple of years that Respawn is working on this. Respawn is going to fix this. So I'm not saying, you know, take it to the bank, take it to JBuzz for tagging me in this over on Twitter, but this was according to Nick Merckx that Respawn is aware and they're actually calling it a top issue. So something that they're trying to really, really work on. Cutnoid reported this. Respawn sent a message to pro players regarding these audio issues and saying that it is, quote, a top issue. This was coming from Nick Merckx. So roll the clip.
Regarding the audio drops, this is definitely a unique and difficult issue to investigate. The Apex team has been looking into it for some time now for a top priority, and we believe have a solid avenue of investigation regarding server replicated sounds. We are trying to work with pros to get their audio telemetry for analysis, and additionally, we are looking into audio throughout the whole game to find out what is unique and what is hitting our system's frequency. This generally means that this is a top issue and they are focused on it, identifying the cause so it can be fixed. Your reports and videos have been and continue to be helpful, and they are trying to work with individual pros to get additional reporting data. As I get more updates from Respawn, I'll share them with you. All right, nice.
So, I mean, it is nice to see that they have reached out. They've said, hey, look, we appreciate the clips. It is helping. Obviously, you're a part of this being like a fix at some point in time. So I'm glad that it's happening. I'm glad that they finally, my thing is, I'm just glad that they finally said something. They finally told somebody that we're working on it. We're aware of it. That's all we were asking for all of this time. Like, the bad look on Apex was the fact that all of these issues were going viral. All of these clips were going crazy. All of this outrage was going insane over on the Twitter timeline, and no one was there to say anything. No one was even there to say we are working on it. We're aware of it. We had to just trust that the pro players were going to be able to have enough influence to do so. That should never be the case. And I really just don't understand that. This is coming from Rise Up Gaming in the comments. This is where I feel like honestly hit the nail on the head here. I just don't understand how the team isn't communicating with everyone on issues. Why are we cherry picking to send this kind of information to? Like, nothing that Respawn does makes sense, in my opinion. Like, the decisions are out of left field in a hockey game, and I totally agree. I think he makes a great point there as well. Now that we know that there are some changes coming, there's also some other good news that rank changes are finally coming, and I think we discussed this a little bit yesterday. So this was actually coming from Cutnoid again, a little bit of an update. And like I said, I talked about this on my main channel as well. New season 17 details revealed. The new legend obviously is ballistic. It's going to be an assault class. A lot of people are a little bit worried about his tactical ability because it's like an auto lock pistol. So it's got like a little bit of like an aimbot kind of situation, I think. So now we've got wall hack legends. You've got Seer and Bloodhound that can scan through things, many other legends as well. And then now you're going to have ballistic that has like an aim assist already in controller players, but now they're going to have an auto lock pistol that like aim locks onto it as well. Insane to see. Like, honestly, at this point, we should just, I just spit all over my monitor. We should really just give everybody wall hacks and everybody aimbot. That way it's fair, because the cheater situation is also so bad. And if we just join them, if everybody just got it, then obviously they wouldn't feel so special. Like, that way we can just see who's the best player in the world with the cheats. Obviously that's not totally serious, but I do think that like we got to do something. And maybe Respawn's idea is that if we can just make a lot of these things like feel like hacks themselves, maybe the hackers will say, well, there's really no point in me hacking, honestly, because the game just has free hacks built into them as well. Anyways, let's make mention of the rank changes that are coming. We have new legend. We have map updates to World's Edge, which I'm excited about because World's Edge obviously is an ALGS map. It's one of the more favorited ALGS maps to watch. And so seeing a little bit of a map update at the World Championship is going to be very nice to see as well. And then an expanded firing range. One thing I'm really excited about, I'm hoping that they took a lot of the stuff from R5 Reloaded, like the aim trainers and all of that stuff, and I'm hoping that maybe the firing range is going to be a good place to 1v1 practice your aim, do aim trainers and stuff like that. Rank changes also are coming. We don't know the details yet, sadly, according to Cutnoid. However, we're just happy that rank changes are finally being brought. I would imagine it's got to be something to do with the matchmaking and maybe even something to do with a little bit of the RP system, because I know that it's kind of weird that you can get like a lot of kills but then finish in 10th and get no RP, or like, you know, 5th place or 3rd place but no kills and like, you know, still negative RP. It's just kind of crazy. I feel like they need to balance that out a little bit better. Anyways, wanted to make mention of this as well, coming from J Trips. This guy won Challenger Circuit #2. Shout out to Gibby, he says, and a lot of people are saying that this guy is the next up and coming to be star in the ALGS scene. Even Tech, I think, had retweeted this saying that, you know, J-Trips is up next. Just trust. So this is a little bit of an end game from them that you guys can see in the background right now. And honestly, I love to see new talent come up on the scene. I think Realm has done a good job at exposing some of that new talent. I think some other programs has done that as well. Maybe even like, you know, the Challenger circuit, of course. You've got like some of these women tournaments that are coming out, and the Amos sisters with like Giggle, Autumn, and all of those. They've been doing a great job at trying to make a name for themselves, and I'm super happy that there's been more tournaments all around. I still wish that Apex would maybe do some of these more tournaments, like, you know, random cash cups or something, rather than all just ALGS. Regardless, I'm glad that other organizations like Realm do exist out there as well. Also wanted to mention, just as we wrap the video up, a little bit of tier 2 news. This was coming from Plugged Cube. This was actually an insane clip. Enemy POV. I got Krabered in ALGS. You guys got to look at this. It's actually crazy, and I want to give a little bit of context here. So first off, roll the clip. Yeah, so homie literally got a like triple collat right here on HLK, and I actually think I know these guys. They actually played in my tournament as well, the HLK guys. But this is homie got a triple collat, it looks like, with the Kraber. Like, unbelievable. That was probably one of the best plays. I don't know if he was not recording this, but I really would have loved to have seen that, because that's got to be one of the greatest clips of all time in ALGS. Now, this was actually a little bit of context. Plugged Cube is actually an experienced controller player who was in the LCQ2 last year and his PLQ this year, who was prominent before his team got back-to-back bottom 5 in the leaderboards, causing them to split up, of course. And while CC2 didn't go well for them, they have a lot of talent here, as you guys could see. One of the best Kraber plays probably in all time of ALGS. I wish we could have, if we could have had like a caster casting that, and his POV would have been absolutely insane to see. Also wanted to mention 6F Esports has decided to part ways with their roster, Poized, Tip, and also RJ. Now, I actually am friends with Poized, play a lot of Call of Duty ranked with him as well. Great guy, and honestly, I hate to see this team have some issues like this, and they're going to part ways with him as well. So the reason, though, is they've actually gone through a lot of situations, a lot of hardships as of late. So for Six Figures, they've gone through roster stuff that hurt them a lot, like Tip getting dropped due to scheduling conflicts, and then having to rejoin, and then forcing Poized and RJ to play as a duo at day 1 of the CC, and then also RJ hasn't been able to play as at home setup in like over 2 months. So it's just been absolutely chalked, and you hate to see things not go that well for them. Anyways, that is all of Apex Legends esports news today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related, and until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.